Okay, guys, so we are here again. Today, I'm gonna again talk about my challenge that I made myself do, which is I'm completely fine with it. I'm completely sane. It's going good. It's not, no, I'm kidding. I'm still super excited to participate in this challenge. Um, So you already know about the challenge. If not, the challenge is to draw one drawing per day, a full finished color piece, which I need to finish every single day. Blah blah blah. So let's go. This is day 4. Do you guys know that scene in almost every anime ever where they are running in a sunset or whatever, a beautiful sky, and then the ground is also completely reflecting the sky, like it's water but kind of like a thin layer of water so you can run on it. Or in Naruto's case, they can just run on water, so that doesn't really apply to them. Anyway, but then I was thinking, what should I add? I kind of want to draw something nostalgic. How about a little girl holding a teddy bear? And that's what I did. So, the struggles here were not the sky. The sky I actually enjoyed drawing. One thing about the sky, and specifically clouds, a long time ago, I was thinking that clouds are very easy to draw. But for some reason, I don't really understand the technique or whatever of it. So it's quite difficult actually. But yeah, I keep watching many YouTube videos and tutorials on drawing different kind of stuff, or how, yeah, like theory and blah blah blah. And yeah, I learned, for one example, a technique of drawing clouds is to pick one brush and just make some shapes with it, the direction of the clouds, and then use the same brush. Important thing, that brush has to have pressure sensibility, so you can draw more transparent and more opaque um, shapes. And then you go in with the exact same brush and just erase some parts, and then you go back with the brush and then color in again some parts and then erase again until you end up with drawing that you like. That's what I did here. Simple, easy peasy. And then I just went in with different value. And then of course I love sunsets, and I specifically love sunsets with clouds, and I always like to look at them. I don't know why. It's just something that I really like to do. Anyway, so I just added sunset clouds. I just added sunset clouds, even though there is no sunset. Um, yeah, I just added some kind of coral pink to the clouds, and actually, it's a really good contrast. I really struggled with the silhouette because, yeah, it's not often that I draw little girls. Um, in my opinion, it's still not looking good. The more I look at it, the more mistakes I see. For example, one of them is the right arm is very tiny, and the left arm, it's quite thick, and I don't know if it's too long. I feel like it should be that long because the body is also. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know which one is the good choice here, but anyway. And also, I struggled as well with the ripples in the water. Um, I just wanted a specific look and I was not really making it. So I had multiple attempts until I came out like this. And this took me about, let's see, 46 minutes. So it's quick drawing, but not that quick. But luckily, I could do this in my lunch break at work. So I was able to actually finish this before going home. And when I got home, I don't know if I practiced more or not, but I could do whatever. So yeah, if you don't have time, if you're working or school or whatever you're doing, and you don't have time, I'm sure you have a little break of 10, 50, 20 minutes that you can do this. And I feel really good that I am doing something. Okay, next one. Um, how I came up with the idea of this one is that I am really struggling with drawing side profiles. I don't know why. It just doesn't look good at all. So I was like, yeah, if I'm doing this challenge, why not also practice something useful? So I did. I drew a side profile. Initially, I started it from my head, but then I picked up reference picture of a girl side profile. It really didn't look like this. I just wanted to have the idea of how the shapes are going and where to position the nose and where to position the eyes and the eyebrows and stuff like this. Um, it looks okay. Could be better. For example, I feel like the forehead is too big. The chin is too small. Maybe needs more skull or something. But yeah, it's okay. I also really enjoyed how I colored the skin. Um, yeah, I just also really enjoyed how I colored the skin. For example, the nose a little bit red and some red to the cheeks and under eye. I don't know why this aesthetics looks really good for me, but yeah. And also the ear looks quite good and the hair. And then I was thinking, okay, I drew this side profile. Am I just gonna draw a portrait? That's it. No, of course not. So I added a roaring tiger, which was extremely fun to draw. Now when I look at it, I kind of feel like the proportions are a bit off, but I really enjoyed the messiness of drawing. Not drawing, but painting, coloring the tiger, the fur, mostly the fur. The rest of it was meh. I also did not really like the fangs because I feel like the colors were not really working for me. But in the end, it looks good. And yeah, it was kind of no background. Like, let me see, like this. And then I was like, yeah, it looks kind of boring. I mean, not really boring, but the gray does not really give anything. So I just tried different brushes, and in the end, I just came up with this brush that I downloaded for free from some website, which I don't remember. And yeah, I just brushed across, and then I was like, yeah, look good, looks good. Yeah, I like it. And now I don't like it anymore. And it's just, yeah, cheating. Not cheating, but it's just not really a background. Not it's nothing. It's just yeah, and the colors with the gray and the green doesn't vibe. Don't vibe. They don't vibe. Um, I don't remember if I was very motivated for this or not, but I remember that I was very excited about how I colored the nose and the rest of the face. So that was good. Um, Yeah, not much to say about this. I was just proud that I did it again. This took around 3 hours. A funny thing about this, I'm checking how much it took in the canvas info. I'm using Procreate, by the way, for drawing. In the canvas info, and then you click statistics, and then you find there the amount of strokes, the time, and the size of the file. That's not important. But before that, what I was thinking that shows how much time it took, how much time the drawing took, was when I was going to settings, video, time lapse replay, and I was hitting time lapse replay, and then I was scrolling all the way to the end, and I was like 2:54 and 9 seconds, which I was like 2 hours, 54 minutes, and 9 seconds. But actually, there's just the length of the time lapse. It's not the uh, amount of time this drawing took me to make. Um, and for the longest period of time, actually, I think I have my iPad and Procreate for around 6 years now. Um, and yeah, before that, I was drawing traditional and painting in with acrylics, which was really fun. And I kind of am sad that I'm not doing it anymore. Maybe I should, but also don't have the time, and it's quite messy, and I don't like to put it all out, prepare everything in a specific way, because otherwise I'm not gonna draw. I have to have everything set up and then clean everything and put it away. And you cannot just leave the brushes dry because acrylics get like plastic super hard, and then you cannot use the brush anymore because if it dries up, then that's it. You cannot rinse it with water, it just hardens, and yeah, no more brushes. Anyway, back to iPad. So I was thinking that the time lapse replay was telling me the amount of time that took me to draw this. And I was thinking this for like 6 years, and then yeah, I was one day showing it to my boyfriend, and I was like, I think I did. Oh yeah, I did a drawing in lunch break in like 15 minutes, and I was looking at the time in the time lapse replay, and I was like, 1 hour and 30 minutes. That's impossible. I don't have that much time for break. And I am as I that's not no, that's not possible. That's not possible. And he was like, are you sure this shows you the time? And then we were both like, oh no, actually, this shows the length of the time lapse, not the amount of time it took me to draw this. So, yeah. And then, yeah, later on, I just found out where I can see these things. So now I can actually see how much time it takes. And I will have to say that my average for a drawing, it's like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, I would say. No, 2 hours, because sometimes I have drawings that I finish very fast. Sometimes I have drawings that I finish very slow in like 4 or 5 hours. But yeah, I think it's a good time. Okay, next one. Day 6. Day 6, it's quite simple. I was bored. I did not really have motivation. I still did want to draw. That didn't really change, but the motivation was not really there. So I had this uh, mm, bored, sleepy kind of idea in my head, and then I was just looking up some reference pictures, and I found this cute girl, with the glasses. I did change up quite some things. Yeah, I just put white hair on her, and then I was like, yeah, if she has white hair, then it has to have white brows as well. And if she has white brows, then for sure it has to have white eyelashes as well. And I think it kind of works well together. Uh, no background, which is kind of sad, but someone once said that if you don't have any background, the best background is white background because it works the best. It's kind of like a light from behind, or yeah. And then I believe them, and then I just do that. So yeah, not much to say about this. Did not really have energy or mood. Um, I still wanted to draw. I don't know what it's not motivation, it's dedication and discipline. And that's what I want to create. One thing I want to say, and then we finish the video. One last thing, one last thing, one last thing I want to say is that only drawing 6 days, and I already feel like not necessarily improving, but I just feel super proud of myself that I'm doing this and that I'm, because of this deadline, I'm actually finishing drawings, which is wow. Yeah, before, like I already said, when I was drawing, I just started the drawing, maybe make the sketch, maybe a little bit of color depending on how much. Um, yeah, I don't know why I was not able to just sit down, start drawing, finish drawing, sit up. But now, yeah, I cannot even think about not finishing a drawing when I start. And if I'm not finishing, I kind of feeling upset and like, ah, I want to finish. So that's what's going on. This was it. Thank you for watching me talk about random bullshit, and see you in the next one.